lovely morning. Temperatures are meant to be getting up to 23 degrees C today, which is quite unusual, seeing as it hasn't really been in double figures that much lately. Yesterday was reasonably warm, but it was a little windy. Certainly doesn't feel like it this morning. There's a chill in the air, and I thought it would be a bit warmer. So I'm feeling a little nippy. Might start to warm up, but back at it again. Mileage will increase slightly over the coming weeks as we build up to the Suffolk Backyard Ultra. So as the saying goes, mad dogs and Englishmen out in the midday sun, but there's no way I can resist this. So it's the final day of March, and yesterday was a super day. It was in the I think near the 25 degree mark centigrade. It's about 80s in Fahrenheit, and today is similar. It's the low 20s, so mid to high 70s Fahrenheit, and I decided to have a sleep in, not get up at 5, but would be my usual midweek long run start time, or out bedtime anyway, and I would skip out at lunchtime and enjoy some of this late spring, early summer warmth. It's only a light breeze. There is nothing horrible about this. I have been looking forward to this all morning, and I will enjoy every minute of these 2 hours that I'm out here. So not an awfully long run, but still building up. Going to be a longer week this week than last week, but slowly does it. Yeah, it's going well. Legs are feeling good. I'm feeling quite energised at the moment. Really looking forward to running the Backyard Ultra now. So a few months to go for that. Oh, almost forgot. Tomorrow should have been the day that we fly out to Morocco for the Marathon de Sables, but unfortunately that is not to be, which is a shame, but never mind. Things come to those that wait, of course they do, and when it does happen, it'll be all the more special. So I'm sure another 6 months is not going to hurt. Be fitter, faster, and all the more prepared. So good morning all. Out for a gentle 90-minute run this morning. We're back again on the lovely Wortham Lane, just running through a little wooded area, which is quite gorgeous, to be honest. We're gonna have a look around. It's absolutely a lovely place to go for a run. This bit is obviously traffic free, and this time in the morning largely people free too. Right, last run of the week. Should have done just under 60k this week, so stepping it up from the previous week. We are out on a different section of the Angles Way today, so I haven't run this part before, and although I do know that it intersects with another part that I have run, so just thought I'd take a little detour and have a look. I don't think it's particularly difficult, as you can probably see behind me. The landowner has nicely marked out the track across the land, which is really helpful. Also means when the crops come up, it should be a nice, easy to follow path across the field, which is good. I omitted to bring either my phone or my map, so I am going to be reliant on navigation waypoints, but it is the Angles Way, so it's pretty heavily signposted. Now this is interesting. It's taking me through the woods, and I'm not sure this is actually the way I want to go. Right, maybe they are. I've got to do a left here. Okay. So this brings me onto a track, which is nice and easy to run. And let's see how we go. If I get lost, I'm not far from home. Okay, so that didn't quite work. That has brought me out back onto the road a bit earlier than I was hoping, but it's part of a road I actually ran yesterday, so I run it quite often, so familiar with where I am, but that's now made me quizzical, because I expected to come out over that way and then come down this road going in the opposite direction. So I'm going to run back, see if I can find the intersection with a road that I thought I should have come. Then I'm going to follow that back and see where I took a wrong turn. Right, the mystery is solved. Here it is, on the junction with Magpie Hill. So, looks like I should have turned left that track where it took me through the woods and heading east. Looks like I should have ignored that and turn left. So yeah, there we go. That straight on there was where I went, and unsignposted Angles Way down that way. So now we're going back across this field. You can see here the way we came up. Then instead of taking the road up into Palgrave, we'll cut across. Angles Way goes through the churchyard, which is a little weird, but that's what it does. So just the other side of the farm is a little church. We cut through there and then through the woods back to basically Wortham Ling, which is where I ran yesterday. The great thing is that it's mostly off-road. First time I came across this has got me a bit, but this is definitely the footpath through here. Well, actually the footpath is over that way, but weirdly it runs across a couple of graves, which I'm not exactly happy about. So try to cut through the middle here and pick up the footpath halfway, so I'm a lot more comfortable with that. You can see that it runs directly through here, which just feels strange, but there we go. With the greatest respect and all of that, we will now go through the graveyard, and the cows are safely, well, bulls are safely over the other side. So let's work our way across, and we're heading straight to the corner of those woods. So let's get across there through these gates. So we made it across the other side of the field, no cattle, which is good, and then we get this glorious reward of running through this small wooded area. It's got a lovely track on it. I wonder if they've cleared the fallen tree from Christmas. Okay, after the woods we pop back out onto a road section. This takes us through Wortham Ling, and we will cut through the Ling and then up on the road towards Roydon, and then from there we cut across what's called Roydon Fen, and Roydon Fen will then take us back into this. So to make this a little more interesting, I'm gonna cut across the Ling and pop out the other side. Right, so negotiated that road section. We are now going to head across the fields, which is a lovely run. So usually sheep, I don't suppose they'll be out in a public accessible field at the moment due to lambing, but not absolutely certain. So we will be mindful not to disturb them. But as you can see, just getting a little boggy down here. Because we're right at the low point. Once across the field, no sheep, by the way, you then hit another little secluded wooded area for a few hundred metres. This is gorgeous. As we come down the dip here, can get a bit damp, and actually sometimes it's unavoidable and it's just wet feet time. So we will see, here we go, look, so it's lovely and damp there, but the highway is the one I'll take because it's the dry way, he says. Yep, somebody's kindly made some branches, which is helpful. Get some traction as we come up here. Wouldn't you just love to live in that house in the middle of the woods? It's super cute. So we come out of that area and now it's track and road all the way back. So if I was coming from out of town and wanted to do a bit of the Angles Way and wanted to make it a loop, then this is probably where I come down and park. You got the Cock Inn here, the Angel Cafe, and there's fish and chip shop on the corner as well. So there's a public car park here with plenty of spaces. Never seen it full, and it's free to park. So it's just here, busy at the moment, but there's space. And then what I would probably do is head in that direction up there, take the road route and follow it out to Magpie Hill, take a map up Magpie Hill to the intersection with Angles Way, and then follow it all the way back the route I've just followed and bring you back to here. So it'll give you a nice circular route. The initial road section, never busy, usually pretty safe, and if you get back at the right time, you have fish and chips, and once restrictions are lifted, even pop in for a pint at the Cock Inn. Highly recommended. Great route. See you next week, guys.